All right, good afternoon. Quick update on today's court dramas and what we're looking at going forward. Judge Jacobus ruled that they were related matters and sent everything to Judge Haran for now. After that order was entered in the system, the PBPA Sergeants Association filed to have a hearing to have Judge Haran removed. They do have that right, just like we did. We were unsuccessful because she had already made a ruling, a substantial ruling, is what they classified it as, about the gag order. That did not apply to the sergeants. So in theory, they have the right to have her stricken from the case and reassigned to somebody else. That matter will be heard tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The lawyers are going to get rich here, and unfortunately it's because the city refuses to still come to their senses and talk about a logical solution to all of this. The hardline stance is the mayor's fault. All we are doing is responding to that hardline stance. To the 20 plus officers holding the line, God bless you. We still have your back. If anybody was at the meeting last night, it was an emotional roller coaster of highs, lows, but the one overriding theme was united. And this union is more united, and CPD members are more united than ever before. Thanks and prayers go out to the two officers hurt last night. Thankful it wasn't worse. Let me just say, we had a conversation last night at the meeting, and specifically about the people that were going to be taking the CPD entrance test on Friday and Saturday. The goal was to inform everybody taking the test of the current climate of the Chicago Police Department, the upper brass who are partaking in forcing members to give away their contractual protections or give up a paycheck, one or the other, and the mayor's just absolute dictatorship style. It was not designed to tell them to not take the test. In fact, the original draft was wishing them well on the test. It was simply informing them of what everybody was experiencing right now and what they could expect as possible future police officers. However, the city was pretty quick to respond this morning with idle threats at headquarters about job action claims and et cetera, et cetera. And with all the pending litigation going forward, especially coming up tomorrow and Monday, the plan of what we were going to do, passing out informational leaflets to the prospective candidates, is not going to happen. We are going to wait to see what the courts come up with for now. Again, we're still going to support our officers, and all I could tell you is stay tuned. It's been a very strange trip here. Lastly, I would like to give a huge shout out to Alderman Silvana Tabares. She called me a few days ago to tell me she was proposing draft language that would put control of city policy where it belongs, on the floor of the city council, in the hands of 50 aldermen and not one individual. This is not government control right now. It is dictator control. When one person is putting forth city policy and it is a golden edict that can't be challenged, that is a major problem. So I'm glad some aldermen finally said enough is enough. And to the aldermen who are watching this video, or people who think that the FOP is the problem, realize one thing. This is your chance to gain some control back from this mayor. Whether you like us or not is almost irrelevant. The aldermen should be making these decisions, especially when it affects the whole city workforce, not just the police department. You have allowed this mayor to literally 100% rule with an iron fist, or out of fair retaliation, whatever the case may be. Enough is enough. That ordinance that will be proposed, there is no reason why it shouldn't pass 50-0 to go to committee, or whatever the case, whatever the next hurdle is in the process. But it should not die on the floor on Monday. I encourage every member to literally ring their members, their representatives' phones off the hook. Go to the offices of your aldermen. Let them know they need to support that draft ordinance and make sure it becomes a reality. because it will rewind the clock and make the city come up with a new vaccine ordinance, or I should say vaccine policy, from the City Hall chambers and not through the 5th floor of City Hall, Mayor's office. Hold the line is all I could say. Have a good day for now.